Hello everyone. So today I was actually updating my Arch Linux installation, and of course I faced some issues. I mean, there is no fun without troubleshooting, but I finally managed to upgrade it. Of course, I don't really talk about the errors that I faced. Whenever, I mean, my recommendation is that if you're using Arch Linux, just search online and you will find all the information, like for a specific error message. Now, the main problem that I faced was after after the update, my internet was really slow. Now, um, I had some issues with the Wi-Fi driver. So basically, I use my X220's internal Wi-Fi chip, which is by default uh, the connection. If I'm, let us say, using this laptop, on the fly, or maybe I'm just traveling, so of course it will be using the internal Wi-Fi now, or the Wi-Fi chip that we have. But because 99% of the times my X220 is on this ultra base, and the ultra base is actually using this Wi-Fi dongle with the with the antenna, and that particular Wi-Fi dongle with the antenna is actually a bit better than the internal chip, because I guess it is new, and the speed, I did some speed comparison, and I always get better speeds and stable connection with the antenna over the dongle. Now, what exactly I was trying to do is, because I was not really able to configure the drivers properly, my internet was working, but the internet was really slow, and I had to reinstall Brave, because Brave didn't work after the update. And you can't really install Brave using Pacman, at least on native Arch installation, I guess. So I used Yay, Y-A-Y, and I had some tough time basically installing or reinstalling Yay. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I basically struggled with the speed, the internet speed, because you want to update something, you want to git clone the new or the latest repository, you need connection. Although of course I can always take this laptop near my router and attach like a proper cable, which I have. So I usually have these cables with me. I keep them somewhere, although they are not really used. As you can see, they're all packed, but I have them. So I had to do this. I had to basically go to my router, connect my X220, install or update YAY, and then I installed Brave, and then I was able to fix the so I also had to reinstall the dongles driver, and I was able to do it. But because I struggled with the internet, I wanted to check whether my internet speed is really because of some driver issue, because the Ethernet speed was perfect. So what I did, of course, I wanted to check the speed, and I knew that speed is not really great because it was too slow. But sometimes it is always good to see some numbers in front of you. Of course, you can use something like speedtest.net, which is a nice site. I'm sure you can also do. I'm sure there is like a command with some parameters, and you can see the speed. But speedtest.net, I believe, is quite popular, and I use it sometimes. But because I had no browser, I had to do it from the terminal, and there is actually a terminal version of speedtest.net. So if you go to their website, you can click on CLI, and then you can find some instructions about how to install it on Mac or Fedora, I guess. But I wanted to install it, or basically check this, or basically use this site on my terminal. So there is actually a command called speed test, or this utility that you can install using Pacman. It's a very small utility, and you can actually run it like this: speed test -cli, and then --secure. If you press enter, it will of course do the same thing, but of course using terminal, and it will give you the output, your download speed or your upload speed. As you can see, my download speed is 27.99, and upload speed I'm sure would be less than 10. But it is not too bad, to be honest. I'm going to get fiber soon, hopefully next week. When I was in Delhi, I got fiber installation, and I think the speed that I purchased was either 100 Mbps or 200 Mbps. I don't even remember. To be honest, for my needs, even 100 Mbps. I think it was 200 Mbps. I think it is more than enough. As you can see right now, I'm for the past 6 years I have been on the same speed. It is of course 35, 36 usually, which is I think more than sufficient for broadband or watching some HD videos. But yeah, next week hopefully I'll have fiber. I do have like fiber installation. We have the fiber network. So in UK or in our area, we have this company called City Fiber. So they did all the installation. I think 2 years back, or maybe last year, and they have like one point outside each and every house. So whenever you get the installation, they basically connect that point, and they run a cable inside your house, and of course you get the connection. So I guess it is like true fiber, which is already there in Delhi, my place, which is something that I really enjoyed. I thought I'll probably share if you want to, maybe if you're looking for something terminal based. To be honest, I never really felt the need to use something like speedtest-cli, because I mean we always had, we can always do the same thing using browser, and today, because I had to do it, I installed it, and I thought, okay, I'll probably make a video and share this. So I think it's a good utility from time to time. I think instead of going to the browser, I'll probably use CLI. So these days I'm also trying to figure out a way to manage my photographs and videos. So I have a lot of photographs. I mean, now I try not to take a lot of photographs because I know it's a pain to manage them. But once you take those photographs, you don't really want to delete them, especially if you are taking your, if you have a lot of family, friends photographs. So I'm looking for some utility, some lightweight. I know there are a lot of open source self-hosted solutions. So basically you can set up a server, it will, keep track of it will index all the photographs. But my next project is basically, I'm basically looking for something that can be managed from the terminal, because that is always my first preference. If you can do it from the terminal, then do that. That is my, number one preference. So I'll probably, keep you up to date with the progress. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.